As you can see, the teams do look very, very even here. So we'll have to wait and see what's about to happen. As you can see, we're going to sort out in the game. So just once again, guys, if you do want to be in with a chance of winning that giveaway.
I didn't say hi because people don't know where I am on the stream, and I'm behind the scenes, so I just wanted to say hi and bye.
Hello, Miss Tully.
User left your channel.
And bye, Miss Tully. So she's come on, she said hello, she's back home, so she just wanted to say hello to everybody. She is actually behind the scenes doing the giveaways and stuff like that with us tonight. So she's not actually shoutcasting tonight, but she is actually here, so you can talk to her. She is here. She's just doing other things at the minute. So we're gonna. This game looks actually pretty tight. What do you think, Delirium? What do you think about this game? Delirium?
Right. If the purple team can land all their knock-ups and get Yasuo to have a even a 3-man ultimate, then the team fights will fall into their favour. But if Doggy under Severe can use his ultimate quick enough to get everyone to split up and get the Caitlyn and the Yasuo out the fight, then I don't think the purple team will have the damage to finish off the fight.
Yeah, that's very true. It looks as though Ziggs and Shen, they're going to be doing a lot of damage to try and stop that Severe from getting knocked up. You've got the Kha'Zix that's obviously going to be on the Caitlyn as well, at the back line. So she's going to get shut down really quick. So they're very front heavy, this team. Copy and paste obviously on the Janna with the Wukong and the knock up from Cho as well. They have got 4 knock-ups on their team. So this is Yasuo. This is a Yasuo's wet dream here at the moment for Rocksteady. If any ults kind of go off mid-game, that Yasuo's just going to come in and go, yep, boom, an absolute dunk down as well. So there's going to be a shed load of damage there. Huge amounts of CC as well. They've got great disengage. This is a very, very strong SE Fire lineup that they've got. But it also makes a difference of what the actual community team can pull back as well. Remember, they've got the Shen and they've got the speed with the Shyvana as well, and they've also got taunts as well, as long with a black shield, so the Severe won't get knocked up. So we'll have to wait and see. As you can see, SE Fire out very, very, very fast. It is very important they're out a lot quicker than that community team. They're going to get into position a lot sooner, and it looks as though they're going to go in here. They're going to go in for a 3-man bait, and it looks as though Severe might end up getting caught here if she goes down. They're looking for an early engage. They've got that brush control. They can see that the Yasuo is coming down, and they're just going to cover off the red here. This could be seriously, seriously dangerous though for the community team if they decide to go in against SE Fire through that tri-bush. They are blocking off, but even if it's 2 versus 4, I think they're definitely going to lose one person. They're definitely going to have to use flashes. They're going to have to be so careful here. Oh, and here comes the engage. And it looks as though they've seen them here. The ping's coming in. Looks as though they're going to try and stop their red, but is a 4-man engage there as well. Oh, and it looks as though there's going to be an engage, and it's Doggy has been caught, and there's the damage in, and the Wukong is there, and there's going to be a huge amount of damage onto Doggy, but he's just going to say, I'm going to go Bitty, and they're just going to take that back, and it looks as though Cho has been caught out of position. Oh, and there's a good bit of Q damage, and Smurf has been caught. But Rocksteady will come down, and there's the knock-up from Cho. So 2 people will have to go back on this team. And it looks as though Kha'Zix might actually steal Fire's red buff here. He might actually steal it. Yep, it looks as though he's actually going to steal it, and Shen's just going to go back to top lane. Yeah, and that is a great steal there from Majestic.
I also want to know, Severe did not recall.
Oh, she didn't recall. She actually stayed in lane.
She just went straight into lane, and she had to put her first point into her E, which is the spell shield.
Yep. So it's going to be ranged versus Yasuo at mid. Yasuo doesn't really care about getting that too much heavy farm. He's more about his mid game. As soon as he gets that static shiv, he's able to get vastly ahead of the any other opponent along with that ultimate as well. It is just, it's crazy damage. Now there's 2 sustained champions up at top lane. I expect top lane is going to be exceedingly boring, because there's just going to be huge amounts of sustain there. Although Kappa's doing a lot of damage. This is the second time that Smurf has actually fought Kappa. So Kappa knows that he's going to have to do some damage here, in order, some really good plays in order to beat him. He got beaten out last time, and there's some huge damage coming in. And it looks like Smurf's going to get caught out here. And that is the first blood onto Smurf. Great gank in there by Majestic. Straight behind the damage there. Huge damage. So great first blood up at top lane, and Shen gets the assist. And as we said, or as I said beforehand, the execute ability from Kha'Zix is still very, very, very strong. And he's just going to sit around that top lane and wait for Pentecost to come back round. But there's a lot of damage there again, and he's looking to sit around top lane, and they are pushing his top lane turret very, very hard here. Bot lane, just easing it out just a bit. We're just going to have to move these up just a little bit, just to make sure that they are obviously very even here, so we can see what's going on. Yourself, that's it, right there. Just those moving around a bit, and there's some damage from Jen. He's doing some serious back damage though to Rocksteady. Mecha, he's just out farming Severe just by a little bit. But as you can see, the Yasao is there in this. Oh, and Jen looks as though he's pulled in a bait here. That's some serious damage. And there's the ignite, and that is just enough to kill Rocksteady. The Kha'Zix is absolutely everywhere at the moment, and he's going to go pick up another red buff. Yeah, this is going to be another red buff for Majestic, so he's making his full use of the jungle here, and he's probably going to get to level 5 very, very soon, which will mean another gank probably at bot lane. He looks as though he's going to get golems. Yeah, he is. He looks as though he's going to get golems. Jen's just going to recall at mid lane.
He should get 5 after getting golems.
Let's just have a quick look at what experience he's on. He's just not going to get to 5, so we just have to wait and see for him to come round. At bot lane there's some serious damage, but it looks as though they're going to bait. They are playing very aggressive here, but Caitlyn obviously can where she can poke. There's obviously some good trains at top lane. Kappa looks as though he's getting ahead here, and this could be another lot of serious damage. Oh, but I have to wait and see, and there's the knock up from Cho, and there's the engage from Smurf, but he's got the ignite, but there's the damage from Kappa. And the damage is very, very strong, and he's going to walk away, and here's the damage onto Mecha, and Mecha has been caught. The barrier goes down, but the damage is too much for Mecha to handle. And that's another great gank by Kha'Zix. Looks as though this Kha'Zix is being the difference here in the game early. They're trying to shut down Essie's Fire's actual just laning phase, because they know if they get to mid-game and they've got a bit of farm, they can punish them. So they're really trying to slow them down here as well. Looks as though Severe is actually just going to back off here, because, or no, she might stay. She should have gone back considering that she's got no mana, but she can still stay. Shen at top, he is now 6, so he has now got his save. Remember, he can teleport over the map as well, but Cho can silence him or knock him up out of it, so that could be very interesting to see also. We'll have to wait and see what goes on there. That ultimate's going to have to be used in the correct time. Remember, the shield still does go off, even though he doesn't teleport, but if Shen does get down at bot lane, it's an instant ult, and normally it involves a kill as well. Oh, and Jensen doing some serious damage here at mid lane, and there comes the knock up from Rocksteady. He is now level 6, so he's going to wait for that Wukong engage at mid lane, I'm guessing, to actually get a kill onto Jen. But Jen is a very strong mid player, so he can actually watch it. He's got both of his sides warded off at the minute. And here comes the counter engage again from the Kha'Zix in their jungle. As you can see, he's already there, but that's a great juke from Pentecost that goes back in and puts down another ward. Looks as though Cho's going to come back across. They're going to try and nip him here, but remember, Shen does have his ultimate. It looks as though Majestic's going to get caught here, but he does have the Shen ultimate as well. But it's two versus 1, and there comes the Shen ult, and he should have waited before he flashed, and he comes back across, and there's some serious damage, and the Shen taunt comes in, but he has managed to get away, and there's the damage, the Q from Kappa HD, and it looks as though Majestic's going to go down, and Rocksteady's coming here. A bad time. He looks as that ignite's going to tick as well, and that could be the death, and that's a double kill for Kappa. Huge damage coming in. Great play from the community side there, absolutely doing well, and they're 6-0 up against SE Fire. And can I just say, it is all down to this Kha'Zix in the jungle. He's doing amazing things, and that's another steal of red as well. They've just got no answer for it. Looks as though the bot lane though, Doggy, he's having to work really hard to get some CS versus this Caitlyn. She's really pushing him out hard, but he is doing well. It looks as though the Ziggs is actually doing well. Jen doing well there versus Yasao at mid. He's already got 2 deaths, so the mid lane and top lane have already got 2 deaths, and Caitlyn's already got 1. So they are getting extremely knocked down behind in lane. As you can see, Kappa is ahead at the moment of Smurf. Needs to try and get back into this game. Wants to get those ultimate stacks to try and farm. And looks as though this is going to be. Looks as though it's going to be a dragon here. An 8-minute dragon.
That's a nice goal, knowing that Kha'Zix was just helping
Just
Ziggs with
waiting
the
here. They have got
fully
vision.
buff.
Oh, and the steel damage can't come in, and that's a great ult, but the shield's just up for long enough just to stop that damage. Great taunt as well by the Shen, really bullying out Smurf here at the minute, really doing a lot of damage, showing his authority in lane. Doggy is level 6, but Rifter's just behind at the moment, isn't level 6 yet, but Janna isn't there, so just trying to do as much poke as she possibly can.
Yeah, Smurf just leaving the tower on top lane, knowing Kha'Zix was in the area.
And that goes absolutely everywhere. That's a great block off. As you can see, the Kha'Zix is waiting for that woo. It looks as though Yasao's pushed mid, and there's the ping from Jen to come in, and this is some serious damage. They want to come and try, but they can't. Pentecost doesn't have the damage, doesn't have the HP yet, and they have to back away. Some serious pressure coming here from Majestic at bot lane. Duppy just really pushing it in, doing so much damage, and it's a great bit of poke there as well from Jen, doing a lot of damage as well on Ziggs. Hits Morgana there up in the air. That's a great Q onto Mecha as well. Good shielding though to stop the free damage coming in. It's another red buff for Majestic. But remember, SE Fire can turn this around in one team fight. They are only 2k behind. They did get a dragon, but individually they are behind in lanes. Shen's got 3 kills and 1 assist, so he is ahead on gold, but he is losing a bit on farm. He has got his ultimate up. Everyone's got their ultimates up, it looks as though, so we're just going to wait and see. Great bit of poke there from Caitlyn.
If Apask is watching, you have won the draw, so can you please message Solace Evolution? You've got a minute before the reroll, or else it will be passed on to next person.
So who was that again? K-Pass?
Apask.
K-Pask, yeah, you have won the RP prize, mate. Congratulations. Make sure you whisper Solace Evolution or Miss Tally in LOL chat. But as you can see, this is some serious damage here, and oh, the Majestic damage. That execution damage is just so strong.
This is the same fire team we were watching last game.
Doesn't look as though it is it? They've really sort of dropped off here. Whoa, and that's a great knock-up as well from Smurf. Remember, he does have that ultimate, which is that chomp as well, so he can execute the Shen, but Shen naturally builds HP, which is a great thing to choose. It's the only counter to true damage, really, and there's a lot of damage coming down onto Kappa, but he has to walk away.
Yeah, it looks like Kappa's going for Wit's End at his first item.
That might well be, actually. Yeah, it looks as though he's building that way. You can see Wukong coming up, and you can see that the